finds the timing,
Oh,
and he's
here's
just
another
dancing.
one.
He's just tap dancing on him.
James able to take out one of them, but Shadows returns with a 4K with the dualies.
And Wraithen's going to find the third kill of the round with it. Fourth kill even, and now it's a 1v1.
Fog pushing up on smoke, but he only has one other teammate to play off of. Well,
Eddie peeking out. Easy kill on Burke there.
only 15 seconds remain. Fog does. He tries to get behind Saren. Does get the kill, but takes a little bit too long.
And James here in a very advantageous position. Gets one. Gets two. It's all up to Wraithen. And MF James. Multiple frags, James.
Another B rush from Vipanic. They just run through the mollies, taking all kinds of utility damage. Garfu starts making his move. What a shot by
Garfu!
Holy cow!
And good morning, and welcome to yet another Goonman Shoutcast, the Round 2 edition. I am Spiros, and today with me is the man, the myth, the legend, Zenero. How you doing this morning, Zen?
I'm doing great, Spiros. A little bit of a rise and shine early morning game today. We have a triple header lined up for you this lovely Sunday. This first game in the upper bracket between Team 7 and the Bourbon Brothers. Later on, we'll have the lower bracket game of They're There versus Team 1 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and then rounding it off with Goodnight Guys versus All Fours at 7 p.m. Eastern. Good morning, everybody.
Going to be one exciting matchup, my gosh. And I just want to take a quick moment to shout out our tournament host, Flashbang. He's really done an excellent job running this tournament, from scheduling matches, dealing with, the little intricacies of running an event that perhaps we don't have visibility on. And also the streams. I mean, it is currently 8 a.m. for him, and he is up bright and bushy-tailed to do this for us. So thank you to Flashbang. I also want to note that if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, this is some content I really want to see, remember that we stream these matches right here on the Sub.io Twitch channel, and that all VODs are posted on Flashbang TV's YouTube channel. So if you want to see all the matches that maybe you didn't have a chance to see live, give that a quick search. I think you're going to find yourself very happy for doing that.
Absolutely, and not only that, please be sure to follow the Sub.io channel if you are watching this live from home today, and if you see a play you particularly like today, be sure to clip it and share it with the rest of the community. You never know what compilations might happen, right, Spiros?
Absolutely. So just to start us off here, we have a little bit of business we're going to have to take care of before we get these matches underway and wait for our players to show up. With us today, we have a couple of captains for our teams here. That's going to be Turk for Team 7 and Humbo for the Bourbon Brothers. Turk, how you doing this morning?
I am doing just fine. I don't know if I've ever actually played an official game of Counter-Strike in the 20 years I've been playing this franchise, like around this time. So, hey, first time for everything, right?
And a beautiful time to start it. And Humbo, you ready to do some fragging, brother?
Oh, hell yeah, you know it. It's a beautiful morning. It's fighting day after all. So, looking forward to it.
Happy to hear it. So we are just going to have to do a little bit of banning and picking here. So to start off, just to remind everybody of what the format is, the first team in the bracket, should I say the top team, if you take a look at the bracket, which is posted helpfully throughout Discord and the thread and everything, you're going to see that Team 7 is going to be conducting our first ban today. After that, we are going to have Team Humbo make their first ban, and then they're going to make their first pick. Now, this is a little different from the first round, where we let the first team make the first ban and the first pick. So let's get us started here. Turk, why don't you tell us what map you want to ban?
So, we have been running through the options here, trying to game it out, see if we can't give the Bourbon Bros a bit of a hill to climb. So, I think we are going to go ahead and ban Vertigo.
All right, the map that we are currently in warm-up on, Vertigo, has been ripped out of the pool. With that being said, Team Humbo, the Bourbon Brothers, who are you going to ban?
So, while kind of reviewing the map pool, I think we decided we're going to try to keep the pick a little bit interesting, right? And we're going to get rid of one of the older, more seasoned maps. It did get an update, but we're banning Inferno.
Banning Inferno. Okay, so Vertigo and Inferno are out. I know some of us have been hoping to get an Inferno game, so we're just going to have to wait for the next match, guys. Let's move on to Humbo's first pick. Who are you going to play on?
So I think we are going to go to Nuke.
Nuke. I think we've only seen one match in Nuke so far. That's going to be really exciting. What do you think, Zen?
I think that'll be a pretty interesting matchup, and we'll explain why a little bit later while warm up concludes.
Right. So just to finish out this process, Turk, why don't you let us know what map your team wants to play today?
We are going to go ahead and do a repeat. We will take Overpass.
Overpass and Nuke. Oh man, we got ourselves an exciting matchup. But let's not forget, guys, there is the third map, the tiebreaker. If it does go to match 3, that Flashbang is now going to helpfully wheel for us. So close to Dust 2, but instead we are going to get one of the new maps, Ancient, as our map 3. Oh man, this is going to be a fun morning.
And to remind the people at home, the format as decided we will see Overpass first. Despite Bourbon Brothers Company picking Nuke as their preferred map, they are the second team as shown in the tournament bracket. So we'll be playing Overpass, Nuke, and then if we reach a tie in those two maps, we'll be going to Ancient.
Absolutely. Okay, so thank you to our captains for getting those maps out, and may you guys, have a great match. We're excited to watch.
Good luck.
Oh yeah,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And may I give a shout out to the band Phobocosm, who released the album Foreordained this past Friday. It rules. Go listen to it. Good luck, Humbo.
Good luck to you too, Turk. Also, just a quick little shout out again to Flashbang. I know you already thanked him, but he's been doing such a great job with this.
He really
Yes, he did. And I love him, and I would like to give him a kiss.
That is the secret prize, Turk, so if you win it all.
Oh, Humbo, you're so fucked.
The stakes have changed. All right.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. See ya.
So, while the captains rally their teams, let's talk about their match history. Previously, Team 7 won over Vibetanic in the first round of the tournament, 13-4 on Inferno and 12-4 on Overpass, showing their dominance on those two maps in particular in their only game of the tournament so far. And we have speculated that it may not be so much that Vibetanic hadn't pulled it together, but that Team 7 may be just a very powerful unit. As you may recall, Vibetanic had taken the Greeks to a very close 2-0 on Friday before being eliminated from the tournament. Bourbon Brothers Company, by comparison, won over the Greeks in the first round of the tournament, with the first game of the entire tournament so far to go the full 3-game series, losing on Ancient first 12-16 before rallying in overtime on Anubis 19-15 and then closing out on a Mirage 12-6. Which is why I believe Nuke will be a very interesting map for round 2 of this matchup. Neither team has played a coordinated game on Nuke so far in the tournament.
And I just want to be clear, like, Nuke is one of those maps where you need a very high level of coordination to execute properly. I mean, on the T side, outside control, you need, like, even with the new smokes as wide as they are, you need, like, 3 smokes to get over, and they all have to be in exactly the right spot. So that's at least 3 people that need a smoke, need to know exactly what their spots are, and need to execute properly so that when they cross the secret, they're not going to get picked off by the guy in Locker, the guy Heaven. Just be like a murder fest. Not only that, but like just imagine like trying to take ramp as a team or like splitting upper. Like it's a very tough map, and let's not understate how hard it is on CT side. You know, you've got you gotta have everybody lock down an entire corridor all by themselves. I mean, sure, you could put a second person ramp or upper or something like that, but that's still gonna leave one person on the island against an entire team very often. So I agree, it's gonna be a great map. And
Yeah, it'll be wild.
Now we're playing Overpass right now. That's also a fairly coordinated map, but I'd like to think of it as Dressed Up Inferno, wouldn't you say?
Dressed Up Inferno. I'm not too sure. There's a few less choke points at the very start of both teams' spawns, really, into the site. There are multiple paths into each bomb site, which makes it a bit tougher to control than Inferno with utility, but by that same stroke, utility can be used to gain easy entry into a site here. So I'm not sure I would make that comparison, but we do have match history on Overpass for Team 7. Makes it a very strong first pick for them.
Totally agree with that. I'm very interested to see how the... Oh, wait, we're getting started here.
We are wasting no time as the knife round begins. The winner of this knife round will determine which side they start off on. Team 7 are your boys in blue, while the terrorist side is being led by Humbo's Bourbon brothers.
All right, and we are going to start off our knife round. It's looking like a classic fountain knife here.
It appears to be a fountain meetup. Both teams staring each other down, and we're actually going right on in to break the ice. And a couple... Oh my goodness. Team 7 now down to 1 player. Zapper alone against 3, and it is quickly over. Humbo's team will pick the side that they want to play on.
What an absolute massacre. Humbo with 3 knife kills. I mean, that is tough. And they're going to take the CT side. Bourbon Brothers electing to take the, I would say, harder side, to be honest, in a Goonman tournament.
Now, what do you believe, Spiros, as the first round, as teams get swapped over? Why would you think they would pick CT side on a map like Overpass, where you can get caught out and have to play from a rotate?
What I think, based on our match against them, we've only really seen them play us so far, obviously. They have very coordinated rotates together, I would say. They're very, very good at, I don't know, like, reacting to aggression. Now, sometimes they might overreact, and I'm interested to see whether Team 7 takes advantage of that. But as soon as they get that first action, their guys are moving.
We're waiting for Zapper to move over to the T side, unless my client is incorrect.
Zapper's trying to get a little bit of, inside intel into the team.
There we go. Gotta hit that team button, you know? Sometimes it takes us a little moment in the early morning hours to find that button.
Let's just say the bowl wasn't quite cut yet.
It's rough. Do you think that's a daily affair? Do you have to trim it up every day?
Absolutely. Mom comes out every morning with some chicken nuggets and says, Zapper, sit right here.
It looks like we're having... The studio personnel are having a bit of an issue.
Technical difficulties at very, very early o'clock for Counter-Strike and Flashbang's world.
It's okay, these things happen, you know? Sometimes the interns don't get paid properly. We do pay our interns.
Yes, however, we are kind of lax in the beating them department, so...
Yeah, morale is not where we want it yet.
So, who would you say is the player you want to watch most in this match? Like, who do you think is going to have that game?
I am most interested in Unknown Merc, a rookie player, contender in organized competition here on Sub.io, but has played pretty well so far in her match in the first week of the tournament. Definitely one of our up-and-coming players, and could be... While you would think a rookie player would be a target for another team, that has not been so with Unknown Merc. She's definitely stood her ground on Inferno in particular during the match with Vibe Tanic. And I'm eagerly waiting to see what kind of plays she pulls off.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. She is the person I'm watching the most too. Primarily because when she came into this tournament, she might not have like the Counter-Strike experience that a lot of players in this tournament have. But she leaned into finding a way to be a big value add to her team. While her shooting and like mechanics might not be quite there yet, she's got the that most of us don't. So now she's adding puzzle that Seven otherwise would have lacked. Frag, she can be an excellent support player. This is a strong team, by the way. I'm excited.
Yeah, both teams are pretty strong. I mean, obviously, showing as this is an upper bracket match, and we are live now in the bye cooldown for the first round of the first map of this best of 3 series here only on Sub.io.
I just want to note right away, the T's did not elect to get very much utility. Rat's buying a frag grenade on T side, round 1. That's a real interesting choice.
It seems like the T side elects to go up through Fountain, heading towards Long, trying to avoid any line of sight to tip them off. There will be contact here, Long A, very shortly.
We're about to see around the world. Oh, it looks like we are!
Oh my goodness.
Man, I haven't seen this strat in a while, so... oh no, this is a small variant, so usually they'd send 5 down con. They're going up short A.
Zapper will fight in connector, gets a pick there, while the rest of the team moves up. Cancer is unaware there are 4 terrorists in A site already. Has to yield control as the bomb goes down.
And T's taking up pretty good post plants here. Early fight by Merc. We're just talking about Merc. Great pick there. Shadle. Oh boy. Nice 2K.
Shadles with 2 picks. Merc follows up with a 3rd. Leaves just Jesus, the son of God himself. He's going to need a miracle if he's going to take out 4 people and defuse the bomb. It is not meant to be. First round goes to Team 7.
Really strong showing by their T side there. They did a really good job sending Zapper down con alone to pull the CTs over. Remember when I said they might abuse that fast rotate? They sure did there. They've got their number, it looks like.
And that will be in the Bourbon brothers' mind, that there will be harassment from Connector as round 2 gets underway. And it looks like almost a full save from the Bourbon brothers.
Yeah, I mean, look at Shadles picking up a Bison. That's a little bit of a spit in the eye of the CT team here.
Team 7 is aware of the potential for an eco. Look how far back they're playing in Playground and Fountain. They don't want a close range engagement right now, considering that the majority of them have rifles. A couple players have SMGs, but they're looking for a pick before, I guess, getting their move on.
I will say that Jesus gave them a lot of map control. They have a lot of awareness of where the T's are. They know they're found.
That's contact at Divider and Connector. Divider does go down. And so does Connector. That's a 2-person advantage for Team 7. As they move down Connector, looking towards B.
Valiant attempt by Void. Gonna get taken down after putting.
It's time for the clown car as everybody exits Connector and then tries to take B site. 1 person goes down to Cancer. And Fantastic picks up another. He's have bomb site, no bomb needed.
And you know, the CTs there, I think they had a lot of good ideas. You know, they took a lot of map control. They kind of had the fights they wanted to have. Void right there, Connector. He just unfortunately put like 80 damage on 3 people. Just not quite enough to get it done.
Not quite enough, but those 2 picks they do force Team 7 to rebuy all that equipment, rifle, utility, armor, and that does add up. A little bit of economic damage is always good during an eco. This time, Bourbon Brothers have rifles and armor of their own.
Interesting choice by Humbo. He really likes that shotgun down in Connector here. Love to play that on Cave on Ancient as well, if anybody remembers that.
XM gives a really strong close quarters engagement. Great choice for a Connector player. Team 7 opting to do pretty much the same setup, looking for any early aggression, trying to take advantage of that before making their move, taking control of Party and Fountain.
Looking like they have some inkling that Humbo's down here based on the Molly and Merc holding tight down at the bottom of the ladder. This is definitely a default for the team. Ooh, big
Humbo
kill
getting
by
a long-range
Rat.
kill on Rax with the XM. While it exposes his position, allowing Merc to push up and take him out, securing Connector for her team. That does equalize the player count for both sides, 4-4 in the 3rd round.
I think it's interesting that the CTs have not at all moved over after it was pretty obvious that the Ts are angling towards A here.
30 seconds left on the clock. They have to start making a move here. Site A is getting flashed. It pretty much kind of tips off the Bourbon brothers. Fantastic picks up one. And he holds for another. The bomb does go down, giving the Team 7 plant money. Fantastic long. And Jesus moving into site as well. Forcing Team 7 off. Gets a trade. Fantastic in the slow, pushing with aggression and cleaning up the site of 4K4. Fantastic, for them, is quite a fantastic third round.
Absolutely. But, you know, the big takeaway from that round for me is something you said earlier. It's going to be in Bourbon Brothers' minds that they're going to be pulling people. You'll notice that they didn't pull anybody that round, but Bourbon Brothers, scared that they were going to, didn't leave B for a very long time.
That could be a potential problem in a map like Overpass, where how many times do players have to take back a site with zero control? It's a tough call. Fantastic playing that site very well. Certainly a great player in his own right. Bourbon Brothers, no slouches in any way, shape, or form. Team 7 looking like they might be in economic trouble if they do not take the fourth round here.
We're seeing an MP5, 2 Galils, and they were a little discombobulated in spawn. Wonder if they're reeling a bit.
Maybe reeling, but this is going to be a round to win and break the CT economy. Again, we're only early in the first map of this best of 3 series. A step given by Unknown Merc over here by Party. Humbo backtracking silently through Divider. Contact here. Turk takes down Void. Humbo to Turk. Rax takes out Humbo. Securing Divider at the cost of 1 teammate.
Interesting. They have 2 short A, and they bring the bomb out B alone. Not going to work out for them as Cancer and Jesus mop them up. It's now a 2v3. Bomb firmly in control of the CTs. I do not see how the Ts have a way out of this. They might want to think about saving here, but looking like they're going to go for this with a rat splash. Ooh.
And it's going to be tough. Jesus does see Rax and will call out that position. But again, a bit tough to play from. Does not opt for a long-range engagement there, which is smart. And now that forces the T's up towards short, where she's going to be covered by multiple players.
15 seconds left. Using up your utility, putting yourself in a position where they know where you are.
They're opting to just push in. Fantastic brings down Rax and Unknown Merc to equalize the round count between both teams, 2-2. 5th round beginning shortly. Eco looking pretty likely for Team 7.
Interested to see what they do on an eco like this. After the last 2 rounds, they felt a little disjointed. I mean, it's early, like you said, but I'm not seeing that, you know, aggression. Maybe they're going to do something like a classic Goonman murder ball.
Murder ball might be in the cards. None of these 5 players have armor on them.
They're electing to take it slow, though. I think this is a really interesting choice. Do they have something? Are they going to go through this?
Zapper tagged through the smoke. Cancer locking down that long tunnel.
Maybe they're just waiting out the utility and then they're just going to burst out. It kind of looks like they're positioned to do that.
And Long is out. Turk and Zapper take Long while the rest of the team goes short. They're looking for a quick bomb.
Oh.
Bomb has to go down now. Unknown Merc is shielded at default. They'll get that economic boost while 2 CTs try to figure out how they're going to take the site back. 2 members of Team 7 have rifles.
Very, very winnable for Team 7 here. As they get the pick on Humbo, but Fantastic left in a 3v1. Now he is 8-2. He can do this.
Fantastic. Considering if he wants to save, doesn't look like he is, taking a wide swing out and gets brought down by Shadles.
Let the confidence override the logic a little bit there in a 3v1 taking a wide swing.
And an excellent take of B bomb site by Team 7, bringing them up in a 1-round advantage. They have rifles and armor, and the Bourbon brothers do not.
Just shows you the power of momentum and just, you know, doing something together. It's gonna get you through a lot. I mean, no armor. They waited out utility and let the CTs be exactly where they want, start the fights how they wanted. Didn't matter.
It did not. Great pistol execute, and we're looking at pretty much the same rollout for these two teams.
Fantastic at Rock here, about to take a 2v1 with the Deagle. Ooh.
It is not meant to be. Zapper takes out Fantastic and establishes control of long A. I like Void's positioning right here in short, although it may be very short-lived. And sure is. Turk finds him. Looks like an A-push.
Combo with great couple picks there. Huge shots.
Combo with 2 excellent headshots while Rax and Turk clean up A site and get that bomb plant down. Jesus with a long range. 5.7, but AK-47 proves to be a better, more effective option.
Still though, those shots by Humbo put a little bit of damage, even in a T economy. Like, that's gonna make an impact in round or 2 for now.
Didn't make enough of an impact as their Team 7 looks like they're at a full buy with a couple extra few $1,000s for drops if they do not manage to pull off this round. By contrast, the Bourbon brothers are kind of across the board. Jesus opting for an MP9, while Void is going to op. And he's going to op early. Looking at great pick on Rax, despite being blinded. Humbo also trades out Turk. Shados picks Humbo.
And now it's a matter of what are the CTs going to do to deal with this very obvious A aggression. Looks like we have Jesus pushing all the way to their spawn with that MP9, trying to utilize his mobility. Fantastic taking a forward position. I'm not sure I like this. It's going to be a 1v1 no matter what fight they take.
There is no long coverage. They do know Shadows has an op. Shadows boosted over, looking towards Bank, but it is smoked off by Cancer. At least delaying it, even if they do not have any intel that they may be long. Cancer watching that long angle, guarding Fantastic from a flank.
Ooh, the
Zapper
push by
disregards the smoke and engages Fantastic, but Fantastic destroys him. Takes out Shadows. Op is down, and then Jesus terminates Unknown Merc to end this round. Now 3-4 in favor of Team 7.
Yeah, that early op pick really made a difference, I think. Getting that shot while he was full blind, huge. It forced the T's to lose Turk, their in-game leader. Interesting smoke by Fantastic. I wonder where that's going there.
Team 7 showing their prowess on this map so far, just like they did in the first round of the tournament, giving the Bourbon Brothers Company a run for their money for sure. Up by 1 round, but we're still in first half. Team 7 making adequate noise in connector, kind of tipping off Bourbon Brothers and where they might be. So far, the best intel they have, Humbo is up top on a long. Long is clear, so they know they cannot be there. They made noise in connector. What's next? Jesus takes out Zapper.
Zapper putting himself on an island and sinking.
No early pick there. 1 man down on the terrace side. Fantastic finds Rax.
Ooh, but a good trade by
trades out. And 2 snipers on a site, so they have to use some utility here or get a quick headshot. Humbo brought down low in health. Both players playing in the middle of a site. Humbo goes down from Shadows. Void trades him out. 2 players at A long, but it's a great angle for Void to take. Unknown Merc solo with the bomb. Might be able to get a bomb plant if she goes dice, but she doesn't know if the site is clear. Does clear site, but sacrifices valuable time and a vulnerable angle. Cancer finishes out the round.
You know, you got a feel for Humbo there, or Unknown there. It's a very tough situation to be in a 3v1. You know you're surrounded by enemies. I would have liked to see her push something there to try and take that map control and make it a little more manageable. But that's just going to be her inexperience showing.
Yeah, very, very conscious and worried about that op, as she should have been, but Void had already backed off. But that was then. This is now. The 9th round is underway with a T-side eco.
Ooh, the classic monster massacre, huh? 5-man push, no armor into a smoke. Gonna end
Into smoke. But making lots of noise, and that tipped them off well enough to where they could just shred.
And contrast that with the round where they had no armor and they won. They walked the whole way and waited out the util. Very obvious which works and which doesn't here.
And it's up to Team 7 to see if they can put 2 and 2 together there for future eco rounds. This time they have AKs and armor. And it looks like they're trending towards B once again, where there are only 2 members of Bourbon Brothers there holding it down. Some AUG play through the smoke does tag Zapper, but I'm not sure that he's aware he hit him.
Shadow's going for that boof shot. Not gonna quite land it, but
And also getting tagged through smoke. Now less than 20% health between those 2 players, putting them in a precarious spot if they do push long against an AUG.
now they're in a tough spot because Humbo's pushed and taken fountain control. He knows that they are not there. So now all the CTs can lock right in on what the T's are about to try.
They did take a little bit too long, I would say, on trying to utilize a B execute. They may have to push up through connector and potentially have to fight Humbo at an uncommon angle.
Looks like Turk's aware of this though, and he's moving into con with Bratz, try to get a little bit more map control so the CTs aren't quite as aware of what to do.
Zapper and Shadows at long B do choose to engage Cancel Jesus.
Ooh, Turk with that pick on Humbo, that is huge. Now the CTs, they gotta go back. Oh!
And Cancer survives with 19% health. Clearing out B site, the Team 7 is still kind of screwing around, and Victor gets a touchdown. Rax then gets Jesus through a wall, and they do secure B site. What a great name. Rax moves up to execute Void, leaving only Fantastic to try to retake B by himself in just mere moments. Team 7 turned that B site control on its head. Fantastic finds Rax, but he has less than half health against 2 members of Team 7.
Now 1v1, only 4 bullets left. He's gonna drop in the water here, take this fight to Turk.
Turk is very well aware of his position, has audio information, and plays around the pillar, and it is no-go for Fantastic. Great to make that play, but are they going to have enough money for this round? Looks like they might.
That was a really,
And a tactical timeout has been called by Turk. 5-5 as the first half starts to come to a close in the first round of this upper bracket matchup. Thank you for joining us today. What a phenomenal opener to this series of this Sunday's triple header.
And I really am excited by what I just saw. I mean, the T's pulled one out of their hat a little bit there. You know, they meandered about, and suddenly just like lightning, just struck in to be there. Took that site. Came down to a 1v1 with Turk, but man, they put themselves in a position to win. Love to see it. And it's 5-5. This is gonna be, I think, a sluggo a little bit today.
30 seconds remain on this tactical timeout. Well, a little bit less than that, but that take was phenomenal for one reason in particular. That touchdown grenade from Turk. I believe it was Turk that threw that grenade.
I believe so.
Had isolated one CT in that side, making it much easier to take. Can you please give the players a 10-second alert? Thank you.
Interested to see what they are deliberating. I think they're going to come out with something interesting here.
Yeah, could be quite a tactical timeout. In fact, take a moment, breathe, think about things. Don't rush into a strategy. This is a very tight game. CTs are at a full buy, so is the terrorist side, but both sides have little economy to spare. As the 11th round gets underway, a very critical round going into the second half.
Both teams pretty much loaded for bear. This is really going to come down to what the T's are able to execute together, I think.
It's going to come down to communication and early aggression. Who's going to pick who? Utility going down at playground, smoke and fire.
CT's taking early control of short B. Very critical push by Void and Cancer there.
Nectar has been secured for Team 7, while there is some waterside aggression. Some establishment from Void here. They're taking a very close op angle on B side. Flying Zapper.
And that's a very important kill, because Zapper was kind of keeping them honest, so to speak. Ooh!
Great flash from Fantastic to blind Team 7 on a short. Rax takes down Hombo. Fantastic swaps out for Unknown Merc, and then Turk also in-kind answers to Fantastic. Void at Truck with the op, as has been seen before, eliminates Rax, and Turk is alone with the bomb now against a very apt op player.
Don't count Turk out, though. This is the kind of guy that can get a 3v1, no problem.
He has a smoke and a dream. Void pushing up, checking that blind corner, but doesn't see him. Turk has the opportunity to uncrouch and delete that op player, and he does so, securing a site, but he doesn't know if he's alone yet.
What a shot!
Deletes Cancer, and he should hear Jesus below him, less than 10 seconds below on the clock, as Jesus rotates towards Bank. As we know, Christ and money, very
Turk with no bullets left in his AK, gonna take a Glock against Jesus. And gets the headshot! What a fucking
gets the
kill!
Headshot. A 4K from Team Captain Turk. Incredible round. And with that 4K, Spiros, I look at the scoreboard and I see 17-5 for the team captain of Team 7.
And I see 14-7 on the CT side. We got a couple of gamers that really want to get their mark in this tournament. Turk always been that guy, though. Years in the Goonman community, always going to be the guy that can put the team on his back, dude.
And there's some early sight lines in the final round of the half, but no picks from either player.
CT has really got a shoestring budget here.
It absolutely bears mentioning, but shoestring, maybe not an execution. Rax goes down to Humbo, but Turk trades out his teammate, showing that they are playing tightly together, but also tips off the enemy team that there is one in connector, and to not push that.
And they certainly don't have to. I mean, they've got the long-range weapons. They can go take the engagements exactly how they want to. They don't know there's only one guy at B, but if we see some aggression early here, this could go very quickly in favor of the T's.
I fully agree. Team 7 spread out, looking for information, looking for someone out of place and vulnerable.
Looks like Cancer had some awareness of the fact that B would have been tough if they had pushed Monster. Falls back a bit.
And Jesus looking like he's trying to deagle long B.
Shot by Void.
No one there, though. Great
Turk
shot
is
from
on.
Void. On Turk. Turk is headless. Zapper pushes Jesus, takes out long B, and they are converging on Cancer. And Cancer was subjected to a round of chemotherapy there as Team 7 takes B site handily.
Like slamming down the plant, they know where the CTs are. Fantastic cannot get the pick on Shadles. It's a 3v1 situation for Void. He's got the AK graffiti.
And Merc almost goes down to that Molotov. All three players of Team 7 are below 100 health. Void alone, he has to play this. There is no saving. Last round of the half.
What a disciplined post plant by the team. Should have stayed together. Ooh, not going to work out for Shadles.
Brings down Shadles, but moves right into Zapper's line of fire, and Void goes down 7-5 on Team 7's preferred map pick, Overpass. We're going into the second half now. Sides have been swapped, and now it's Team 7's turn to play CT.
And I just want to say, that was a very big round for morale for Team 7, because you see 18-6, right? It was 18-5 right before that. Turk has been doing a lot of work in this matchup, and they're only up 7, and yet, with Turk gone early in the round, they're able to pull out and execute completely by themselves over at B. Team 7, It doesn't matter if you're Turkless, you still got a team here.
Indeed. The pistol round of the second half is now underway. Shadows deletes Humbo. Early CT side pick, fantastic, trades him out. As the terrorists seem to be moving up A rapidly. A side has been called, rotates are happening. Engagements are unfolding here early before the bomb goes down. The bomb is going down, fantastic. It is stopped by Rax.
CT's all bunched up on truck here. I don't know if the T's are ready for that. They are not. 3v1 for Jesus. Still, you've got some pretty weak CT players. 6 health, 16 health. Jesus could get a couple. Oh, look at that pick on the high health guy.
Rax jumps for intel, but in fact exposes his own position. Jesus gets that headshot and is up against 2 members of the CT side with very limited health. Body shots are viable.
CT side Glock map.
Truck is not clear. Jesus appears to have maybe using some divine influence to see through that truck. He's worried about bank, but both CTs are actually at truck. Gets one. Both players critical, but health does not matter with a USB headshot. Unknown Merc securing that CT pistol have very pivotal kill.
Oh man, what an exciting pistol round. That came down to the wire. I love to see that kind of stuff. Jesus really made a fight of that.
Very hard fought. Extremely hard fought from both teams. And again, shows the powerful cohesion that Team 7 is putting forward on their home field.
I mean, the
second round of the second half is underway.
I just want to emphasize how hard it was. Like, imagine your truck, your teammate's truck, you're both low health, and just to not over peak, to peak together. That is hard to do.
Hard and was necessary, and they pulled it off. Well played for Team 7. Now the question becomes, what do the Bourbon brothers want to do? They lose 2 members here at Party, making it 3v5 from their perspective.
Bomb is down fountain. Not that the CTs are aware. The CTs wisely fall back. They understand they got their early picks. They don't need to hold bathroom anymore.
It is possible that they heard that bomb drop. The bomb does make an audible drop noise. CS2. Fantastic find Zapper. Shadows leaks Humbo. And then him and Turk clean up the rest of the round. 9-5 for Team 7.
And Turk continues his overwhelming display of dominance here. 21-7 with 14 rounds played. This is an unbelievable performance by him.
A very standout performance. While he has very few assists on the board, the rest of his team are damaging a lot of players. So damage is really not too much of a gap. 2,000, 1,400, 1,000, and it goes from there. Bourbon brothers are much closer in terms of damage, but they need to start converting those to kills.
Let's not count out Cancer. He's 6-10, but I expect an upswing coming soon.
Boyd gets an early pick on Shadows, and A long has been taken for the Bourbon brothers. Void gets another pick on Turk. Looking very strong CT side here. An MP9, MP7, and M4A1 for the CTs. As bomb is going to go down here in just a hot second at Dice.
He's in big trouble here. I don't know if a retake is in the cards. Wait out the smokes here with the bomb down. I'm pretty sure this is a wait and see if we can get a pick and leave. No
Fantastic with the pick on Unknown Merc. Only Rax gets one with MP7, Zapper with the M4. They have to start pushing in the site or risk losing this round. But it looks like they will lose the round to the Bourbon brothers. A very well-deserved, hard-fought victory. But they're still 3 rounds down.
All goes down to Void in those first 2 picks in Connector. I mean, Team 7 did the right thing. They put 2 guys in con, and Turk tried to trade it out, and Void just made a play.
A pivotal opening salvo from Void. Very strong player. He's currently showing 13 kills to deaths, 1400 damage, and an AK-47 in his hands as the next round gets underway.
CT is looking like they're going to do a quick fountain peak. They're not going to see anything. So I wonder if we see a quick rotate over to B.
And Shadows has an op looking down long A, which has been favored by the Bourbon brothers, but they're opting to go for B this time. Rax taking out Void and Cancer in kind answering to Rax.
Cancer made a
Long
big
B
mistake
is
there,
exposed.
leaving that bomb.
Unknown Merc is alone on the site, and it goes down to Humbo, securing the bomb site for the Bourbon brothers. Zapper and Turk with excellent kills. Humbo takes out Zapper and secures the site again. Shadows with an excellent pick through smoke on Cancer, making it 2-1. Now 2-0. Bomb will be defused. We're going to be looking at 10-6 on Overpass.
And I don't know if you noticed, Zapper actually managed to flank them monster there, and that kill put the T's on their toes. They weren't sure where to look from there. Let Turk and Shadows come in and clean up the rest of their post plants.
That did force them off their spots. A great flank from Zapper. Even if you do not get a pick, it does draw their attention to the completely opposite direction.
Exactly, because if
For a
one
brief
guy's
moment in
there,
time.
you don't know if there's more.
Well, if there's one, there's two. If there's two, there's three.
Exactly.
Generally how it goes.
Like the Bourbon brothers are stinging a little bit, going for an A execute after that last B attempt.
Fantastic is long A, and the Opper Shadows opts to back off and kind of consolidate their A control. I believe that it has been noted that there are quite a few players, either long or short. And Turk does see Humbo looking for an early Tech 9 pick. But at that range, Tech 9's not super effective.
Interesting that they have a couple of rifles here, yet Void opts to go down Khan. He wouldn't take the long range fights. It's very strange to me.
Void inspecting that door heavily as Shadows gets a pick on Humbo. Void gets a pick on Unknown Merc. Cancer finds Shadows.
Whoa,
And then
Cancer.
deletes Turk in the face. They do have A control, but they may not be aware of it just yet. Zapper gets up to Dumpster, but doesn't land his shots well enough. Bomb plant will go down. Cancer covering Jesus' plant.
Cancer with a 3K looking for a 4.
It's not to be. Powerful shot from Jesus onto Rax at Dumpster.
I think we're starting to see the
Deficit-
caffeine come in for Cancer here. Originally something like 5 and 9, 5 and 10. Now he's 10 and 11 on an upswing on T side. That could be huge.
That is correct. 3 rounds for the CTs and 2 rounds for the Ts going into this next round. It's pretty still, even with the side swap, both teams looking pretty even, despite the Bourbon brothers being 3 rounds down.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about Counter-Strike is it doesn't matter how many rounds you have. It only matters what rounds in front of you.
Excellent shot from Turk onto Jesus. Shadows creeping up long. Zapper with a pistol kill on Fantastic. Cancer answers in kind. Headshot to Zapper with an M4 in his hands. Shadows in playground engages Humbo and gets the pick. Humbo's SIG not working out in his favor. Cancer cleans up. Now 2-3 in favor of Team 7, but low player counts across the map.
Team 7 no money, but all the map control.
Rax was found by Cancer. That flank was unsuccessful. Cancer then swings on Turk and establishes control over short A. 4 kills to his name. Unknown Merc is left alone. But Void and Cancer are going to have to play together.
And we are looking
Void,
at a full buy.
Void, much the wiser to any sort of flank. They just held position. And Void picks up an op, in fact.
looking to see if the CT's buy here or not. 3 of them are a little bit low. They are up 10-8, but you don't want to let the momentum slip away from you too much. Oh,
They're up 10-8, but I've seen those leagues break in half. You never know what's next. The CTs are on yet another eco, a double eco, so close towards the end of the first map.
You gotta be so brutal.
Some early grenade damage on Zapper at long A. Cancer falls to Zapper's deagle while Humbo brings down unknown Merc. Fantastic trades out Zapper.
A little scary here for Jesus alone with the bomb. Taking the peak alone.
And Jesus with a quick scope on Shadles. Excellent shot as they establish long A control. 4 players to 2. Moving toward, trending towards A side.
A headshot.
Turk gets one, but not enough time. Void very quickly trades out Turk. Well played. Rax alone on A side has to make do with what he can. And opts to reposition. Fantastic pushes him, and the shots are not good for Rax. Does some damage, but that's about it.
So here we're going to see a full buy from both teams. CTs finally have some guns to contest the aggression from T's, who are off a 3-round winning streak.
And it is a full buy across the board. So many utility icons. Oh my goodness. Be nags and nags and nags galore.
Otherwise, never felt so full.
A little bit of utility damage inflicted upon the Bourbon Brothers as the next round starts. And again, the same kind of format. They checked long A, but there's nobody there. That Molotov not going to do a whole lot of good unless there's some undue aggression. I think they're paranoid about a bathroom peek. Shadows brings down Void and Connector. Connector's now clear. Turk with the op eliminates Fantastic from play. Still, 3 members of the Bourbon Brothers are trying to make a play happen onto any bomb site. Both members... Go ahead.
I really like the discipline from Team 7 here to fall back and to just kind of ball up, because they understand, like, you know, it's going to be a 3v2 no matter where these T's go, but they're all ready to rotate fast.
A fast rotate may be needed. 30 seconds left on the clock. We need to see a play from the Bourbon Brothers if they want to start taking this round. It does take some time to clear out a site.
I love
some smoke executes from long range.
They threw some nades A, and now they're going B. This is a nice rope-a-dope. Let's see if the CT's bit hard enough.
And Heaven is smoked out. Zapper is aware of the time, pushes water, and only Panthers left. They do get a plant down, which is very good for their economy, but they do lose the round. It will be 11-9. Excellent quick retake, and 3 kills for rookie unknown Merc.
And you know, you got to be thinking on the Bourbon Brothers side, like, that's the trade-off, right? Like, you execute that fake on A, and it definitely got them out, but now you don't have the smokes and stuff to establish a good post plant. You get the plant down, but where can you go? You can't cross Boardwalk there because there's no smoke.
That's true, and they had to throw those and then sacrifice valuable seconds in order to get to B.
I mean, it could have been a beautiful thing, but obviously not that time.
Turk with a playground smoke, but Bourbon Brothers are nowhere near playground. They get an early pick on Zapper, but that kind of calls out their position as well. They are aware that they are trending towards B. A rotate from Shadows and Turk. 2 ops up at Heaven, but it's smoked. 2 kills from unknown Merc to defend B bomb site. Bomb is not down yet. And Rax pushes up, eliminates Void. Jesus finds unknown Merc, but Rax is water, and bomb is still not down.
You got a minute here. Oh, we're gonna take this wide peek on Rats, get an easy kill. Shadow's 2v1, no health. Not gonna work out for him. Jesus gets that pick.
Was phenomenal round for Bourbon Brothers. They secured what they needed to. They needed that win.
Boy, did they get it in convincing fashion. Ooh, boy.
Incredible aggression from Rax at the time when nobody was watching to take out Void, preventing a bomb plant and boosting their chances to win that round.
Looking like the teaser opting towards a more A-centric, maybe connector-centric take here. 2 peaks of Fountain.
A lot of Fountain aggression has not been punished. It gets punished now by Void.
Oh, that nade's gonna hurt.
Advantage. That's 2 more kills. They know they're hurting on an eco, and they're just electing to say, F it, we're pushing them.
Now, we do have a buy for the CTs here, but it is going to be thin. There are 3 guys there that are not going to have any util, or very, very little.
This is a dangerous round to be in for Team 7. The last 2 rounds have been... They haven't had a whole lot of round victories in the past 6 or so rounds. A couple defuse rounds, but mostly eliminations from the Bourbon Brothers, looking really strong on this T-side half.
I want to bring attention to the fact that Turk is using a Thomas this round. I think that's really interesting for the 26 and 13 guy to have the bad gun.
We'll see how Turk works that. It's a bit of a slowdown from last round. Not 4 picks right out the gate. Bourbon Brothers opting to clear out long first. As Humbo creeps up Divider, and Void looks through Connector for a quick pick.
Love the bomb awareness by Fantastic. All right, we're going to execute. I'm going to go back and get it.
No bomb left behind for the Bourbon Brothers. Humbo about to cross this angle that is being covered by Turk. And Crossfire from Shadows allows for the first pick of this round. Shadows taking some damage from Long A. He gets smoked off, but they know they're there now. A retreat is always an option. Bomb carrier, Fantastic. Has options here. Drops it near Connector as they begin to engage A again. This time from short A. Utility going down. Void eliminates Zapper. Shadows trades out Cancer. Fantastic finds Turk.
Oh no, Fantastic!
And Shadows,
him!
Shadows dances around the smoke. Less than 10 seconds left. They have to get the bomb down.
Just in time the T's get that.
And Rax goes for another counterplay. And no dice. Jesus covers that and also eliminates the last counter-terrorist.
What a
very good play from Jesus, covering his bomb carrier like that against Rax. That was make it or break it. And we're looking at a force from the CT side. This is the last round of regulation. There can be overtime for those of you joining us. This is still the first round of this best of 3 series, and we could be looking at overtime on the first map.
My heart's bleeding for Team 7 right now.
Zapper with the first pick on Fantastic gets another XM kill on Cancer. That's 2 very pivotal picks early on. Rax with a Mag 7 kill despite Zapper going down. Only 2 terrorists remain.
And in one
Jesus
spot.
and Void against the world.
No bomb.
An unknown Merc is on top of the bomb.
Brass doesn't get a little feisty here. He gets feisty. Big pick, though.
Excellent shot from Rax, eliminating Jesus from play. The last player, Void.
20 health,
with
no bomb.
20 health,
minute left.
No bomb. And let's get some hype for your boys in blue pushing it to overtime.
Oh boy.
Rules of overtime are simple. Each half is 3 rounds. 12,005 for each player at the beginning of each half. allowing for effectively full buys every single round. It's going to come down to tactics, communication, and execution as overtime commences.
And overtime is the pinnacle of Counter-Strike. Everyone always has a buy. It's all about you and what you can do. You have every nade, every gun. This is what we want to see.
It's going to be pure mechanics as early playground control is established. Humbo with a shot through smoke on Shadles. Turk alone as Cancer pushes up. And Void actually eliminates Turk. That's 2 players for CT's down very quickly in short order. Void pushes out towards A site. An incredible aggression from Void, clearing out the center of A site. And another pick for against Unknown Merc. 1 player left, Rags against 5. Rags picks up 1, but Jesus drops him like a bag of dirt. First round in overtime going to Bourbon Brothers Company.
And you know, it really came down to Void there. Turk making that early peek with his Alper, and just Void picking up a 2K there definitely gave all the momentum to Bourbon Brothers, and they took it. Boy, did they shove from there.
They absolutely did. Very well put. The early aggression was pivotal for the Bourbon Brothers as the next round gets underway. No economic downturn for the CTs yet. A lot of nades come out towards the playground and party area. And they're fanning out across A and connector. Turk
I like
boosted
this.
above, looking at short A. What an uncommon angle and nice strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, I really like this from Bourbon Brothers. You know, last round was a momentum play. This round they're going to take it easy and let Team 7 kind of compensate for the loss that they might be reeling a little bit from, right?
And another boost, but in a different part along A.
Very
Humbo now
methodical.
up top of the air conditioner with an op.
Oh, I
Looking
love
for
the
a mistake.
timing.
Both teams looking for a slip up.
Look at this peek from Turk. He's got full visibility. They're not ready for this. This is the Refu special. And he gets the
And
shot.
Fantastic gets dropped from that boost from Turk. But Humbo finds Turk as Turk gets off the boost. Shadles knows now that there's a player along A. And Shadles on an island, getting converged on. He has to push 1. Humbo finds him. Zapper takes out Cancer. Jesus trades out Zapper. Rax eliminates Humbo. And Bomb is going down from Void. 2v2.
Taking this peek. Going for the shot on Merc. Gets traded by Void. 2v1 now for Rats and Bank. Up in a 2v1's a tough spot.
Next to Molotov on top of Rax. He has to push through it. Void takes advantage of that utility. Well played. 2 rounds up in overtime. They need
Nice.
2 more rounds in order to secure the first map, which in this case would be their opponent's map.
And I love the discipline. You know, Jesus takes that fight with Merc, and Void knows, all right, my buddy's in a spot. I got to take this peak. I'm not in position, but I'm going to make it happen. Making that a 2v1, and then making the next fight a 2v1, and throwing that molly in there. I mean, this is a very, very put together, conscious of each other's actions team. We're seeing that in the Bourbon Boys.
Incredibly close game from players who come from all walks of life.
Yeah, I think Jesus is gas attendant?
Fantastic and Void take out Zapper and Shadles. The opening picks of this very pivotal round in the first half of overtime. Looking very strong for the Bourbon Brothers. Again, our Spiros, do you believe that we might be seeing a sweep in the first half?
I believe it's very possible. The problem is that bomb is in bathroom, and they don't know if the CTs are on it. Void gets that pick. The CTs are together, and we've got Turk and Merc. Turk and Merc.
I love me some Turk and Merc. Turk with 2 kills already with the FAMAS, picking up a double while we were talking. Gets a third, Now it's going to be fantastic for Unknown Merc. Close range fight won by Unknown Merc, getting one crucial round to push it to second overtime to a sort of comfortable manner. They'll be starting now on the T side.
Can I just say I'm so excited to see that at Merc. You know, like 6 months ago, that's not a shot Merc makes. That's not a peak Merc makes. Merc has come so far in this tournament, and that's part of what this event's all about. You know, everybody bringing up their game, learning nades, learning different play styles, and actually like trying to teach each other and grow. Like this is a beautiful thing. Merc has, man, makes me happy.
And that is the second of 3 possible tactical timeouts for Team 7. Taking a moment, going over strategy. How do we want to approach this second half of overtime? And like you said, to Merc's credit, comparative rookie player to the game and the community, doesn't know everybody's kind of style, but has been playing very effectively and has committed herself to the matches. Very commendable, and shows that the Sub.io community is very welcoming to players of all types of skill and style. You never know what you're going to find.
That's absolutely true. And if you're watching this and you don't play very much in Sub.io, like you're just coming across this on the internet, come on by. You know, we've got a publicly open server in Discord. You can join up, catch up with all the latest drama that sometimes comes up. It's a lot of fun. You're going to find that this is a very welcoming, fun community, and you should check it out if you get a chance.
Absolutely. And Tactical Timeout is going to be over here in a second. I'm not sure if the players are aware that there is a 1-minute expiration on the Tactical Timeout.
Alert is out.
And time's up. Tactical Timeout has expired. Team 7 has 1 left in the bank, while the Bourbon brothers have not called a single tactical timeout for this map.
Yeah, but see, now the shoe's on the other foot. Turk back on the T side with Shadles and Zapper ready to run.
And a 1-round advantage going into the second half of overtime. Bourbon brothers now on the CT side.
This is very interesting. They're still going for a default. Looks like Zapper's abandoning his B post pretty early, but I kind of expected a real aggressive, like, together shove somewhere.
Seems like they might be more worried about manpower needed for an A take. There are 3 CTs on A site. Fantastic Void and Humbo. Playing a little bit further back, they're not forward, gathering no intel, while Team 7 is trying to figure out where might they be playing.
CT's definitely playing this carefully. They gave up bathroom control early. T's still going to meticulously take this as Turk and Rats take connector control here. I think we're going to see that first peek from Humbo real soon.
Humbo almost vulnerable from long A. Shadows and Zapper creeping up. A flash goes out. Humbo looks down his scope. And by this point, they definitely know that there are players long A.
What a shot by Humbo and Zapper.
Zapper goes down. Rax trades out Humbo. Turk finds Fantastic. And then Void.
The Void does a lot of critical damage.
Cancer at Dumpster. Bomb is going down at Dice from Unknown Merc.
And there comes that damage into play. Nice frag by Cancer.
Incredible nade from Cancer. Touchdown, taking out 2 players. And Jesus also takes out 1 for himself. Shadows alone takes 2 CTs. Gets out 1, tries to flick on Cancer, and Cancer quickly secures that bomb site.
That was a very, very tight round. Shadows almost pulled out that swing. He just missed his head by the tiniest little pea size. Oh, man.
That's a tough player. That's a tough play for even the pros to make. But well played from both teams there. It came down to a game of inches.
That damage by Void. My goodness. And then to have the wherewithal to throw a nade over the site. Take out 2 of them? Huh.
Yeah, the nade bouncing off Dice and then clopping like just a couple players in the head with that very strong damage. A couple nades coming out here against Void. He's flashed, but still gets a shot off on Turk and retreats with some health left. Very risky play from Void, but it paid off.
That's the second time Void fully blinded get an op shot off at Party. Looking like the T's are a little bit stalled out here. Not sure what they're gonna do. Because Turk, once again, their captain is gone. Last time this happened, though, they went and took B, and they took it strongly.
Captain or not, Team 7 has choices to make here. They are 2 rounds down.
Oh, hate to see that molly from Zapper. Gives him away and slows him down.
It is map point for the Bourbon Brothers Company. They still have their entire arsenal and roster available. 50 seconds left. Some utility damage at short B. Jesus takes out Shadow's long B. Cancer finds Rex. Zapper and Unknown work against the world to try to keep this map alive.
They
Bomb
don't
is
get
down, long B.
5v1 for Merc.
And a tough situation for even the best of players.
Jesus is about to take this peek. Can Merc get it? No, she cannot. Jesus gets that shot off, and the Bourbon Brothers take this match 16-13. Oh man, what an exciting overtime.
For the first map to get pushed to overtime, an excellent opener in this best of 3 series. Let's hear some hype in the chat for the next map, Nuke, which has been selected by the Bourbon Brothers Company.